Hey everybody, we've got some huge contract extension news today as the New York Islanders have signed star center Mathew Barzal to an 8-year contract extension, and a huge commitment here by the Islanders to Barzal, and with the full expectation of him being their franchise center for the foreseeable future. So we're going to get into it here and take a look at this deal. As you can see, Barzal has signed an 8-year extension with the Islanders with a cap hit of $9.15 million AAV. That is a big commitment here by New York and a huge contract for Barzal. And right now, at face value, it does seem like a little bit of an overpay. However, I think as we talk about his career a little bit and look at where his career could be heading from here, there is a path forward where this ends up not being an overpay and ends up being a fine contract. But right now, based on the past couple of years, this is a lot of money for Matt Barzal. Let's take a look at his career and what he's done so far, because it's important to understand kind of where he's at and how things have gone for Barzal to this point. So he's 25 years old. He obviously has been the #1 center now for the last few years for the Islanders. Very important player for them. He's expected to be their franchise guy. And if we go back, he had a monster rookie season with 85 points in 82 games back in 2017-2018. He was John Tavares was still there. This was pre-Barry Trotz. This was actually Trotz last year in Washington. And he burst onto the scene with a massive rookie year. And, looked like a superstar in the making, had all the offensive tools, great skater, great passer. I mean, God, he had 63 assists that season as a rookie. Looked fantastic. Then John Tavares left in the offseason, coaching change, Barry Trotz comes in, and as we all know, anyone who's been watching the NHL the past number of years, Barry Trotz completely changed the system in the style in New York, went into this massively defensive-focused, very little offense, low-scoring kind of system, and it worked. I mean, the Islanders went to back-to-back Final Fours, and, we're a very good competitive team under Barry Trotz up until last season. And the defensive system worked, but offensive output went way down. Not just for Matt Barzal, but for pretty much everybody on the Islanders. And you saw what happened to Barzal's point totals. He went down to 62 points in 2018-2019, 60 points in 68 games in 19-20. 2021, the shortened season, he had 45 points in 55 games, which if you math that out to an 82-game season is about 67 points. And then last season, he had 59 points in 73 games. Last year was a obviously very disappointing year for the Islanders. So his point totals took a huge hit under Barry Trotz. And now, at face value, looking at it, the Islanders just paid over $9 million a season for somebody who's been pretty much a 60-ish point player for the last 4 years. And, that looks like a massive overpay. However, I think we do need to take into consideration the Barry Trotz effect, the fact that they were playing this very low-scoring defense-first system that, it wasn't just Barzal, it was everybody's point totals were taking a big hit because this team just wasn't offensively minded and wasn't scoring a lot of goals. It was all about defense with the Islanders. Now Barry Trotz is gone. And I'm really interested to see what Barzal can do now with Barry Trotz gone, especially as far as point totals and offensive output. Now, the new coach, Lane Lambert, is a disciple of Barry Trotz and was an assistant under him for years and years and years. So I'm not sure how much is going to change with the Islanders, but they need to score more goals. I mean, this is a team that... They need to score more goals. There needs to be more offense there. And Mathew Barzal, as their #1 center, needs to be a catalyst for there being more offense there and for this team scoring more goals, whether that's through scoring himself or setting up teammates and bringing up those assist numbers, because this is a guy that had 63 assists as a rookie. He has the talent and the offensive ability to make this contract well worth it. But he's got to put it all together. He's got to have the teammates and play on a line with guys that can score enough to make that happen. You know, Tavares isn't there anymore. He put up a lot of points with Tavares when he was a rookie. They got to find new guys to put the puck in the net, because if Barzal continues to be around 60 points, 62 points, that on pace for 67 points, like that is not going to cut it for a guy making over $9 million a season. They need Mathew Barzal to get back to being that point per game player that he was in his rookie season. There needs to be more offense on the island, and he needs to be a big contributor to that offense. So all in all, I think there is a path forward for this contract to work out for the New York Islanders very, very well. If Mathew Barzal, who's still just 25 years old, feels like he's been in the league for years now, and he has, but he's still just 25. If he can get back to being that 80-point guy, that point-per-game player that he was as a rookie, lead this team offensively, be their best offensive player, which, given this contract and given his role on the team as the number one center, he should be their best offensive player. If he can do that moving forward, then this contract may well just work out absolutely fine. However, if he continues to be a 60-point guy, if his point totals stay below 70, down where they've been the past few years, this has disaster written all over it potentially. So you definitely don't want to be paying over $9 million a season to a guy that's not even close to a point per game. I mean, that's not good cap management there. So I'm going to be watching him closely this season. At face value right now, it does look like a big contract and an overpayment by the Islanders. But like I said, I do think that there's a path forward if Barzal can get back to being a point-per-game player, prove that he is the franchise player the Islanders think that he is and are now paying him to be. And if he can do that, then this might not be so bad in the long term, and the Islanders may have just locked up their franchise number one center for the next almost decade. So we'll have to wait and see how it works out long term, but keep your eye on Barzal this year. He's got to get those point totals back up to make this contract worth it. But that is my opinion on the Mathew Barzal extension with the Islanders. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. Before you go, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our merchandise store, membership, and donations are down in the description as well. Please don't forget to keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all soon.